What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another hunting boot camp. Today I am going over a teal season checklist. So this is everything that you should do between now and teal season, which is only about 3 or 4 weeks. Some people are lucky, they start a little earlier than we do, but about 3 to 4 weeks. We're almost there, guys. So between now and then, you should be doing these things so you can be ready and you don't forget anything opening morning. So number one, scouting. This is super important. I preach this in every one of my videos almost. Get out there and scout. Best way to find out about the birds, to learn about the birds, learn what the birds are doing, to simply get out there and scout. I don't care if it's before work, after work, during your lunch break. Just get out there and scout. And for teal, there's a couple specific things you can look for. You're going to be looking for shallow, marshy areas, wetlands, stuff like that, especially like flooded vegetation, things like smartweed, duckweed, even arrowhead out here in Nebraska. You're usually going to find teal in areas where those plants are. Now, I know flooding has been very prevalent this year, so if your duck hole's underwater and the aquatic vegetation's way up there and now the water's starting to recede, look for exposed mud flats. Teal also like those areas, and that's probably going to be your best bet in some of those heavily flooded areas. Also, make sure that maybe the floods messed up your public access or whatever. Go out and get permission if you're seeing a lot of teal on private land. But get out there and scout, public, private, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you have access, make sure you have permission if you're hunting private, and you'll have hopefully a couple options to go opening morning. Number two is clean your decoys. So some people, you get done duck hunting, hard season, you're worn out, just hang your decoys in the shed or the garage or wherever you keep them. I keep them right here. But you might have moss and mud and who knows what else on them. Get out there, take them out your front yard, your backyard, wherever you got a garden hose, and just spray them down. Make sure you get all that mud and moss and muck off of them, just so they pop when you throw them back out in there for the first time this year. And if they're starting to lose paint, make sure you get out and you can just touch them up with a little bit of paint, just a little paintbrush. You don't got to be a Picasso or anything. You can just touch them up. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, just to cover up that plastic. But make sure you have clean decoys for this upcoming season. Number three is to check your waders. Now is a perfect time, with it being warm. It's a lot better time to find a hole or a leak in your waders than when it's negative 20 degrees. So if you can, walk into a swimming pool, walk into a lake or river or whatever, and just see if you can find a hole in your waders. If not, you're good to go. If you do, patch it and then do the same process. And some of them might not be able to be saved. I lost a pair of waders last year. The seams were just leaking like a sieve. So you might have to replace them at some point too. But go out there, check your waders, because now's a lot better time to find out than later. Number four, pack your bag. Now what I mean by this, if you're like me, I've used the same gear bag from teal season through goose season. And once goose season ends, I've got BBs and heavy gloves and hand warmers and probably all kinds of marsh grass and stuff that's just fallen in it over the whole hunting season. Make sure you clean that out and take all the stuff you don't need out, because why would you carry extra weight out to the blind if you don't need it? So replace those BBs with some 6 or 4s, whatever you use for teal. Take out the heavy gloves, put in either some light pack gloves, or maybe you don't even wear gloves at all. Put in some sunscreen, bug spray, Thermacell, whatever you're going to need for teal season. But pack your bags, get it ready before opening morning, and then you'll make sure you haven't forgotten anything. Number 5 is check your batteries, and I'm talking about on your Mojo, your Lucky Duck, your Thermacell, even your cameras. Whatever you have that might use batteries, make sure that they're still good to go, because especially like a Lucky Duck or Mojo, just leaving those batteries in there, they could lose the charge if you got a rechargeable one. If you've got disposable ones, they could be shot after a season of use, especially if you've been out in the cold with them. Check them, make sure they're good to go, and you won't have to worry about a Mojo just sitting there still and looking just like another floater basically out in your decoy spread opening morning. Number 6, and this is a super important one, make sure you purchase your permits. You don't want to show up opening morning and realize that, oh crap, I don't have my migratory bird stamp or my state waterfowl stamp or my HIP number. Make sure you have everything you need for your state before opening morning. Get it now, and you'll have yet one less thing to worry about. And the final tip is to go out there and do some target shooting and or dove hunting. This is a great way to keep your shooting skills intact. Teal are very erratic. They fly they just dive bomb in your decoys. They're really crazy flyers. So keep your wing shooting skills on par by shooting clay pigeons in the off season. If you've got actual pigeons around your area, go out, talk to farmers, see if you can't shoot some of those too, because they'll keep your shooting skills up to snuff. And then once dove season rolls around, you can practice on those until teal season does. So in Nebraska, for example, our dove season starts September 1st like it does in most places. Teal season doesn't start till the 7th. So I'll be doing dove hunting until teal season, and hopefully with 6 days I'll be able to hit teal a lot better than I did last year on opening morning. But that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave me a thumbs up. Always helps me out. Drop a comment. Let me know what your thoughts were. Guys, did I miss anything? What's on your teal season checklist? Let me know down below. I'd love to hear what your guys' whole checklist is before you start teal season or even duck season. Let me know down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, so you can stay up to date with the latest hunting boot camps. 2 more of these left, guys. 2 more, and then it's dove season, and then teal season right after that, and then we'll be busy out in the field. But until then, we've got 2 more teal videos coming out for you guys, as well as cooking videos, hunting videos, 2 weeks, like I just said, and even a few more fishing videos. And we'll catch you out there, guys. See ya.